What's your like perspective of the startup community here in Cincinnati? Like, what are the exciting things that are happening that maybe the average listener wouldn't know about?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of exciting things happening in the city. I think it's a very tight-knit, supportive community, which I get asked a lot, like, would you have been, I left San Francisco to start a wine company in the Midwest. Like, It kind of doesn't make sense. And I get asked that question, like, would you have been better off starting this in Sonoma or Napa or San Francisco? I'm like, no way. Like, we can run the business from here, and the support that the Cincinnati community has for entrepreneurs, it definitely doesn't exist out there. And so I have found it to be an incredibly kind of supportive community, both from like sort of the institutions, the centrifuges and all of that of the world, as well as just sort of the other entrepreneurs in the city. But really interesting. There's really interesting tech happening now. There's some cool AI brands that are companies that are out there. I think like what 80 Acres is doing is absolutely incredible. Yeah. Like, they are changing the way people think about eating and food. Like, that's an amazing, and they are just crushing it. Like,
you don't think of farm and tech startup, right, in the same sense.
But to the point, like, I think everything that's going to be successful is going to be sort of tech enabled, and they've done a great job of doing that. And then you have your your other like kind of CPG brands. I mean, Catherine Baxter who started Netty Pickleball is a really good friend of mine, and her brand's awesome. And we see each other all the time. And you've got like these kids, these students at Xavier who started Ripple water bottle companies, where they're selling super high end water bottles and then digging wells in Africa for using the profits from that business to dig wells. And they're doing it in a much cheaper way. So like, there's really like innovative people here. P&G, I think, P&G and Kroger and all the other businesses, I think, have a big impact on kind of fostering that sense of community here. I hope it keeps growing and becoming bigger. I think other cities also have great startup hubs as well. And
sure.
But I've really enjoyed being part of the community here.